subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Michael. Unmute that mic, and while waiting on Michael, let's get no cap. Let's get no cap in here.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you.
What's up,
And
OG?
yeah, so I'm just man getting through all of that bitter, bloody Bantu babble.
Oh my
Goodness,
God. Yeah.
just too many bees.
Yeah.
So, talking about the Black National Anthem, when it comes to that Black National Anthem, it's only about unity. It's only about unifying us and looking favorably toward our future and getting over what we've suffered. So, it's only positivity. On the other hand, that national anthem that we have, the Star Spangled Banner, is nothing but white nationalism on steroids. That's all it is. And that's all it was made to do. Inducted when? In 1931? That was when we had our soldiers 10 years earlier returning from World War I to be hung for wearing uniforms.
Yep.
So, I mean, when it comes to that Star Spangled Banner and how that third verse talks about the death of the grave, or the gloom of the grave for the hireling and the slave, and all that, we ain't with that. We abreast of what all y'all doing. We understand it. We on top of it, and this is the pendulum, the the paradigm switch or flip. That's what this is.
Yeah.
And that's why they're upset about the red, white, and blue that Kendrick Lamar showed at that halftime show. Hey, brother, I love you. Thank you for what you do. And all my sisters and brothers out there, I love you all too. Make sure that we are protecting our children and let's keep it moving.
Yes. Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, man. We standing on that, man. We standing on it. But yeah, but these tethers would have got a lot of nerve. Was asking me, what did we invent in Detroit? Man, let me tell you something. Detroit, we got Motown, just so many phenomenal things. A lot of great movements came out of Detroit. Where my Detroit people? Where the people from the D? That's my birthplace. Shout out to all the people in the D. Boy, let me tell you something. Detroit, that's one thing they invented was standing on some damn business. Do y'all know some of the first major riots came out of Detroit? A lot of riots and uprisings came out of Detroit. Like the guy was talking earlier about fighting, physically fighting. Yeah, we fight and we negotiate. We put in real work. You know, you can fight, but damn it, you better be able to negotiate before and after. Let me tell you something, man. Even during slavery up in Detroit, we were fighting. See, people know about the riots. There was a riot in Detroit in the 1940s. There was another one in 1967. So Detroit has always been known to put in work. A lot of folks don't know about the riot that happened in Detroit in 19, not 19, I'm sorry, in 1833. There was a riot in Detroit in 1833 with the black folks there. Y'all look up the Blackburn riots. You want to know about standing on business? You want to know how FBAs get down? So I want y'all to understand during slavery, we were not just passively waiting on white folks to free us and all of that. There was a riot in Detroit that was very pivotal because there was a couple in Kentucky, enslaved black man and black woman, brother Thornton Blackburn, and it was another sister who was enslaved on another plantation, Rutha. He got her and they got married and they escaped together because they were about to sell Rutha. They're about to sell her off. And he said, no, before they sell my lady, no, we about to get up out of here. So him and his lady got up off the plantation, got her up out of there. He got him some freedom papers. They worked their way up to Detroit. They were up there for a little while. A white man from Kentucky went up there and happened to see Thornton. Thornton didn't recognize the white man, but the white man recognized him. And then the white man snitched on him because they had the Fugitive Slave Act. And the white man went to the authorities up there in Detroit and said, hey, that Negro's a runaway. They've been looking for that Negro. So the authorities came, they called slave catchers and they went and put him in jail up in Detroit. Now, it was a free state up there, but they had the Fugitive Slave Act, so they can come get you if they wanted to put you back in slavery. So they put him and Thornton and Ruther in jail. The black people in Detroit, they went up to the jail. On the first night, they said, hey, we need to go in here and talk and visit the women. So some sisters went in there, changed clothes with Ruther, and Ruther walked out. And the free sisters, they got in the cell and chilled because the white folks, they like, all these Negroes look alike. So they got Ruther up out of there. And then the next day, 400 people showed up. The black people in Detroit showed up to the jail. They said, y'all better let Thornton up out this bitch. They came up there armed. They were like, they weren't going to let him go. So they start busting heads. The brothers start stomping down on them white supremacists. They actually smashed the head of the damn white sheriff of the jail. They bust his damn head. He ended up dying. They got Thornton up out of there, got Ruth up out of there, put them on a boat to Canada, and they lived happily ever after, nigga. Then the brothers went and burned the jail down. They put the fire out. They didn't burn it all the way down, but they put in some work. That's what I'm saying. They don't tell you that part of history. And by the way, Ruther and Thornton, they became very wealthy up there in Canada. They went over there to Canada and became very, very wealthy black folks up there. They don't tell you stuff like that, how we stood on business. This is in slavery. This is in 1833. Us saying, hey, get them black folks up out of that damn jail, or you're going to get the business. So we've always put in work, ladies and gentlemen. We've always stood on business as foundational Black Americans. We've always looked out for each other. We've always stood up with bravery against these beasts. We need to know these stories. We need to know these things. Don't let people think that we just sat around singing Negro spirituals. We put in work when work was needed to be put in. You see? But look up the Blackburn riots. Y'all look that up. Teach that to your kids. Michael, you ready to get on? Michael?
Yeah, I'm here, baby.
What's going on
Can
with
I
you,
say
brother?
some?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I am African. I'm Eritrean.
Okay.
I live in Europe,
What part
but
of Europe?
listening, yeah, in Denmark, in Europe.
There you go. What's on your mind?
So listening to your guys, it saddens my heart because I'm from Africa, and where I came from, I know my like 40 generations in one village. So I remember stories like, people who was stolen from us long time ago, but we keep waiting and they never come back, and we don't know what happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it just is 200 or 300 or 400 years old, almost around there. So I wonder if it was, but now I'm not wondering, because I understand you guys had, the people who were stolen from Africa had their own battles to fight against slavery and racism, and still fighting. So it's very sad for me, but it's a process. It is what it is. But what I like about the mindset this generation have is, it is about making a deal. It's about politics. Everything in life is about making a deal, about keeping the interest of yourself and your people in mind and first. So we had to make a deal, like our brother Tariq said. Uh, you have to make deals. If they jail them, then you have to the wealthy people or our people has to come forward and make a deal, some kind of security or financial whatever deal. So nobody cares. The most white people, or I don't know, it's melanin is like it is a biological thing, but ignorant people, they still exist. So it's not a matter of race, but melanin. I live in a cold weather. I have melanin, and my body demands me four times the vitamin D I have to take because there is no sunlight. So I shiver like I'm cold blooded because of the melanin.
Nigga, thank you. Good Lord. Oh, Lord, what is he talking about? I'm trying to give him something like, damn, brother. No disrespect. Sometimes, boy, they get on here and they just get to babbling, and I'm trying to see where they're going. I'm trying to give you a chance, but damn, it's just going all over the place. You know what? I kind of have a problem. He said something, and I wanted him to land his plane because I wanted to touch on something he said that I caught. Y'all hear that stolen? Yeah, yeah, you were stolen from Africa. That stolen from Africa claim. And yeah, he's Eritrean. And no disrespect to him. Eritreans are cool. Eritreans are cool. No disrespect. No disrespect. Sometimes you just get a little long-winded, and I want to kind of make a point. Yeah. But that whole stolen thing, can we unpack that for real? Can we unpack that, family? The whole narrative of, oh, we were stolen. Because you know what? I don't like that narrative because now you have tethers now running around with that stolen African narrative trying to get reparations for themselves. They're like, listen, Britain and America, um, my relatives were stolen away from me and sent to America against their will. So I would like reparations for my family being stolen. They're trying to really circle back and get a little backdoor reparations deal with that stolen African thing. They're trying to backdoor with that bullshit. I don't like that because that ain't the damn case. That's stolen stuff. Listen, let's be real. In them African kingdoms, they were active participants. Yeah. Let's be real. The white supremacists really couldn't go into the interior of Africa. I think the first one who did that was it Livingston, Stanley Livingston? Wasn't he one of the first ones to go in the interior? White people couldn't go in the interior of Africa. They had to bring people up out of there and bring them to the coast. Those were some of the more musty ass Sambos over there doing that. Yeah, they were capturing their rival ethnic groups and exchanging cats for goods and trinkets. Yeah, the homies, the Ashanti, the Oyo, the Congo, they were deeply involved in it. So they profited from it. Yeah, come on now. There's a reason why Elmina Castle is standing up there, dude. I've always had a problem with Elmina Castle. Yeah, let's be real. Oh, let's be real. Yeah, a lot of folks were taken from the coast. Yeah, the white supremacists weren't going up in the interior. You had to bring them out. Yeah, it wasn't like the white supremacists were just running around Africa with a rope. No, 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 no. Them Sambos facilitated that. And truth be told, yeah, a lot of them African leaders over there, they fought to continue slavery even after Europe banned it. Yeah. If we want to be real, and that's not excusing the white supremacists at all. I'm not giving them a pass at all. Yeah, they were definitely complicit in what they were doing to us over here. But yeah, that whole Woman King movie, that's why a lot of people had issues with that Woman King, because yeah, those the homies, they were maintaining slavery after Europeans abolished it. Yeah. A lot of it was stolen. They were actively selling folks. You see, the whole stolen African narrative, see, that erases the role of them slave traders and how janky they were. So that removes a lot of that um, responsibility that a lot of those tribal groups were engaged in. Yeah, let's be very, very real. That's why we have a different identity. Foundational Black Americans, we have a distinct cultural identity that's different because like some of us, they looked at us as different over there. You see, there was over there in one of the West African countries, which was something that was real cold. Before they would send folks over to the Europeans, they would get the captives, and the African tribe would make the captive blacks walk around a tree. It was like a tree of to forget. It was if you walk around this tree, you would lose your memory of the janky shit that was done to you over there. It was cold blooded, man. Yeah, so yeah, they I don't they're not gonna do the stolen African thing. I ain't with that stolen African legacy. I ain't with that. I'm not with that. Now listen, you did have some people who fought against the Europeans. You did have some. You had some. You had some, but hey man, nobody was really trying to come get nobody. So that raises a lot of questions. Were you really trying to fight them? Did most of us come from there? Because we can see some of the fighting tribes here. Let's be real. Some of the tribes that were fighting here, like the Yamasee, they were fighting the Europeans, and they lost because of the Red Natives. The Red Natives came and assisted the British, and that's how the Yamasees lost. And then they got put into slavery. Many of us were part of that. We're part of tribes like the Yamasee. So it's a deep history. It's a very, very deep history. All right. All right, let me get some more folks in here. Yo, Mansa, I don't want you up here, man. I don't know why you're requesting to get on. Yeah, I didn't say what I needed to say to you. Yeah, now you acting real bitch made, so I don't really have anything else to say to you. I didn't say what I needed to say to you. Yeah, man. So I done said everything I needed to say to you. I have nothing else to say to you whatsoever. All right. Let's get Black Friedman in the building. Black Friedman, hop on in. Black Friedman. Mr. Friedman,
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. What's happening?
Ain't nothing much, man. I just wanted to tell you, appreciate everything you're doing for the family, man.
Yes, sir. My man. What
You know
city
what I
you
mean? Man, I'm coming up out of Houston, Texas, man, by the way of Louisiana, Georgia, and Florida, man.
love it. Shout out to Houston, man.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to try to get with you on your network, man, so we can try to get some brothers down here on the construction side. Because that's when I'm in the business of construction. I'm a pipe and QC, mechanical QC, man. And I can tell you right now, this immigration situation, hey, man, we need to get it up out of here, man, because we need to get out.
Oh, you're breaking up, brother. Oh, Black? Oh, you something happened, brother. You broke up and then you dropped out. But yeah, yeah, let's holler at me, man. Yeah, if you got a connection to get some brothers working down there, that'll be great. Yeah, we do need brothers to get them jobs out there. We need that. We absolutely need that. All right. Let's get 69 cent freedom in the building. 69 cent freedom. What's up, 69 cent freedom? 69. All right. All right, let's get cork off. Cork off. Let's get cork off. Hop in, cork off. Unmute your microphone. There you go.
Hi, hi. No, I thought you were asking someone else to speak. No, I just got into your space because I loved the topic,
Yeah.
but I just learned in the 5 minutes that you were speaking so much African history that it's wild. So I was a history major in college,
Mm.
and I was so angry when I went to college and that I wanted to focus on early American history, and when they told me no, you can't get a early American history degree, and as a bachelor's degree, it just has to be a history degree. So I had to take all these bullshit world history classes that I didn't want to take. And I just learned more in the 5 minutes that you spoke about African history than I did in my entire time getting my degree.
Wow.
And so I just wanted to point that out. I wasn't here to, crash your space or whatever. I just wanted to say that the way I have interpreted African history, and my bad that I haven't done my own research, but it's always been kind of a underlying that it's just because it's prehistory, it's not written recorded history. But I am so angry. And also I'm so like excited that you had so much amazing information to give in those few minutes that you spoke about African history.
Mm.
I'd love to learn more. I'd love to find ways to learn more about that. I mean, I was forced to learn about the Egyptians that I didn't want to, and obviously everything starts with European history. I mean, I'm Asian, they never start with that, even though we have one of the oldest cultures and civilizations in the world. But thank you so much. That's all I was getting at, and anything I can get from you on that,
And
I appreciate
what
it.
part
So thank you.
of your family from, by the way?
I'm sorry.
What part of Asia is your family from, by the way?
So I'm West Indian. So my ancestors are from India, but my parents are from Guyana and South
Oh,
America.
cool.
So
Cool.
yeah, I've got dysphoria
No, no.
as well.
Hey, hey. All right, thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate you, dear. Thank you. All right. All right. All right, family. We'll wrap it up. We've been in here for a minute. Let me wrap this thing up because I'll be on here long as hell with y'all. I think we had a great constructive conversation on this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, y'all need to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. It's Black History Month. Everybody give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. That would be phenomenal at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also, get that Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. Rootworkstyle.com. All right, I'm up out of here. Y'all have a great one. Papi akute, lalavuve to the family. Peace.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.